Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to be putting together our little model that we designed in 3D, and we're going to put our Switch in it. So, and we're going to discuss, I guess, what's the difference between the two of my designs. So, let's get started. So, it's a three-part thing. Shouldn't be too bad to put together. So we got 1, 2, 3 parts. So this is our old one. As you can clearly see, the circle, well, I gotta keep swapping the little sensor thing. But you can see that we centered the circle. So that way the IR sensor is right where it needs to be. Also, there's a little gap here. If I don't, you can see kind of right into it if you look at it. We kind of wanted to close that. And we're going to see if we've failed or passed or whatever with the second design. So let's get started. I know my 3D printer isn't acting the best right now because it's using some filament that I've had laying around. And that could be one of the reasons why it doesn't look as good as it should. And it didn't act properly on the printer either, so we might have some issues with it. But for right now, let's just get started. Alright, so we need 4 long hex bolts. 1, 2. Oh, do I have enough? 3, 4. Yeah, I do. And we'll get the nuts. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we got 4 nuts. Alright, I can put this away now. These should line up right through the center. I wonder if they will. Of course, some of the previous or the 3D filament still has some stringing on it, and that's an issue. I gotta clean that up before we start putting things in there, because you can kind of see like there's some stuff in the way of the holes. There's one. Ah. If you can twist them in, sometimes they'll go in. There we go. That's number 2, because I get these were made like kind of exact. And so, well, they might not work out so well. Ooh, I wonder if I'll have any problems with the holes here. They kind of look alright. You can kind of see clear through that one. That one has a little bit of stringing in there, but that's alright. That's alright too. And there. Alright. Now I'm just waiting on Linus Tech Tips to have their screwdriver released. Until then, I'm using an iFixit kit with all their wonderful bits. But it doesn't feel right. I don't know. I think this is the correct bit for it. Yep, okay. What was that size? 2.5. 2.5 millimeter. Yeah, 2.5 millimeter bit. Alright. Now, what I can tell you so far. Okay. What I can tell you so far is... Can you please quit interrupting me, OBS Studios? I know you're trying to just tell me that things aren't working out, but that's sucking. Let's see if I can screw this in. Is it in the right? It should be in the right position. Yeah, there it goes. Screw it in. Alright, alright. What I can tell you so far is that this hook works perfectly. The other one was too short. And you can see this one's a lot longer. And it actually grabs onto the, it grabs onto the material better, or not the material, the rack better when I slide it onto it. Am I doing this the right way? I would hope so. Because... Well... I don't know how else to do this. This might not have been the right way to do this. I gotta have the nut pushed into the socket first. And that was step one. I forgot about that. Out a little. So I have to focus on what I'm doing. And again, I made these holes kind of precise, so this grabs, the screws grab onto it as they go in, or the bolts grab onto it with the threading. So that was... Alright. Get out. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to use this one as our grabber. Alright. This is why I wish the screwdriver was there, because I really don't like grabbing onto this. Alright, it's all the way through. Actually, no, we're not doing that. No, we're not using this. Sorry. It's gonna stay a regular bolt. Come on, you. Get off the thing. Alright, we're just gonna shove that back in its hole. And I'm gonna grab another smaller one. Yeah, that works. Okay. So right now we're gonna right now we're just gonna push this through. All right, that works. All right, we're gonna have a nut on this side. Push it on. And I forget which way. Okay, so it'll find its center as I keep screwing it in. And as I do this, the nut just pulls itself in. And that should be good enough for now. And I've made it so it's perfectly flush. I made the depth perfectly good flush so it's not sticking out in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to do this to all of them. The reason I can't do it with these longer ones is because it just takes so long for it to actually go onto it. Because it uses the pressure of both, like... Okay. Yeah, it tries to pull the nut towards it. And I can't do that while they're in here on that, because the nut's farther than the bolt can reach. Because again, I measured it kind of precisely. So we have to take it off, put the bolts on, or put the nuts into the insert, and then we can have them grab on. All right. All right. All right. All right. And then this, the nut goes on the bolt, and we just screw it in, and it becomes, I don't know, maybe I should zoom in on this, I guess. Come on, you. See, it's outside right now, but as I turn it, it goes into the insert. Hope what? Okay, maybe not. Okay. Maybe that was a bad example. Of course, when I want to show off, it doesn't work. Of course. Ah. Oh, come on. Ah, because I had it on wrong. Okay, so you kind of have to feel where the... Alright, let's try this again. Woo. This is really strange. That one's not going in. Gotta make sure everything's there. Hey, Sleepy Sheepy. How you doing? I gotta get this lined up just right. Oh, I think the bolts bent. That's the reason why. Oh. Well, let's try it. Alright. Come on, you. Get in there. I don't want to break this thing. Alright. Well, this one might be a wash. I might just have to put it in manually when I put them all in. So that's my next thing I gotta fix on my next prototype. Is easy to put in washers or nuts. Nuts, not bolts. Should be able to. You won't just push in. Come on. Like the other ones did really easily. They just really easily went in. I don't know what's wrong with this one. And I don't see this being bent at all. So we'll just move on to the next one because I don't want to wait on that to be fixed. Wait, before I start making the same error, I want to look at it, see where the... It was something like right here, like this angle somewhere? I don't know. There we go. And see, this one slides right in. You can't even see it from the side angle. This one's a pain in my butt. Alright. So even if we just have 3 out of 4, I gotta fix this one. Or it could be the filament I was using, either way. Alright, so we got our control board, or yeah, our PCB and everything. Okay, wait. Something's up. Come on. That's why something's going on, because it's not on the board. We made holes specifically for this reason. All right, there. Nope. He's not gonna. Okay. Some of these want to fall out because the holes are too big. Oh, the one that fits perfectly is the one that's has the messed up nut. Okay, well we'll deal with that first then, I guess. Alright, let's move out a little because I want to capture everything. Alright. Let's see if we can... do this? There we go. Nope. Alright, so let me hold this in place as I try and screw everything together. This is not... This isn't working, is it? If I don't want to get my mallet out. Alright. So let's do the opposite screw. Let's try and get everything in before I start messing with everything. Too much. Alright, so there's that one. We're in. Okay. Next one, because we always want to do an X pattern. When you bolt anything in that's like a rectangle or a square, you always want to make an X pattern. So the force is on opposite ends, so the thing doesn't like really warp too much. Alright, last one. And in it goes. Alright. Yeah, there is some... There is some difference. Let me loosen this one up a bit. The one that we super mega tightened. Because the bolt isn't exactly... Or not the bolt. The nut isn't exactly in there. Yeah. It's alright. It's under tension. Let me unscrew a few of these, because, like, I might have overdid it a bit. I mean, I think this came out just kind of nice. Alright. Yeah, okay. So, two things. One, I think my printer is misaligned, because you can kind of see how that, how there's like an extra lip. It's off to the side a bit. This one's, This one isn't flat either. But I know... Alright. I know you can kind of see that lip right there. This side is bigger than this side. Right there. And this side's kind of off too. I don't know. Let me not have this on. I don't know. It could just be 3D printing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with my 3D printer at this point. Yeah. Okay. So I might need to reprint this. That's fine. We'll have a version 3 coming out, because I might need to actually add another one of these anyways. So, as you can see, version 1 versus version 2. Version 1, the sensor hole was fixed. Now it's a bit more centered. Version 2, we have a bit more enclosed area here versus this giant open hole. Man. And then also the back. It's a little bit deeper, so it can grab onto things more. Do I have something? No, not really. I don't have an example that I can show on camera. But this is a lot more stable from what I've been testing on my own. So let's hook these up. Let's hook these up and let's test them out. So the next big thing that I want to do, maybe not tonight, because I'm going to play some Sonic multiplayer with a few of my friends. I forget which one it is, but he found it where they modded Sonic the Hedgehog game, and it'll be a little bit, what's it now? It's modded and it's multiplayer, so that'll be something cool and interesting to look at. I don't know if it was something I'll put on stream or a future video, but maybe. So as you can see, I could probably bring this down a bit more for this and bring over this side a millimeter or two more. But it's a lot better than just having this kind of open in the air. So there is a reason to reprint this design. And we need to make buttons. Buttons! We need to make actual buttons. I might steal them from somewhere. And by steal them, I mean use Thingiverse and just print them from Thingiverse. Because I like 3D printed buttons. Let's see if they actually work. No, I'm gonna have to custom make them. Oh, don't do that to me. Speed test. Yeah, as soon as I hit the speed test button, I have a speed test button on my Stream Deck now, just specifically for that reason. Oh, come on. Seriously? You piece of garbage. So, I have a speed test button. Well, I should have a speed test button. Whenever I press it, after my thing goes out, it automatically kicks it back on. So, besides that, trying to get back on. I don't think any 3D printed buttons will work, as I kind of made the hole a bit too small for it. Is that something I want to change in later ones, maybe? Maybe I can design it where it's a little bit smaller, or it fits in a little bit. I don't know, because right now, let's see if I can pop one of these other buttons off. There we go. Regular button won't work either. Okay. Wait, no, that's not a regular button. That's a control key. Well, anyways, I don't think a regular button can actually fit on here. nor would I want to print one. So I have to make some new buttons for these. So that's going to be my next goal. I don't know. I kind of want to make them flush. Well, not really, but probably. They're probably just going to be squares. That's our next project. After redesigning this thing a bit more. Down a bit. And to the right a bit more. So these cables can fit in. And I don't think I'm going to use this color of 3D filament because you can see like right here it burnt. Which is something that it normally shouldn't do. I guess it's because it's glow-in-the-dark filament. And I don't want to give the name out because then it'll just popularize it. And I don't want to put that on the market. I don't want to put any kind of name out because it was bad. If you talk about it, people will go and try it out, and I just don't want to do that. But yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is my escape key, by the way. Whee! I forget. It's one of those. I forget the D&D creature that turns into whatever and can just attack you out of nowhere. I know Dark Souls people hate it too. I forget. But I always hated Dark Souls 3 when the treasure chest started to eat me. But I kind of like it now that it's on a little escape key. It's for my escape key. Anyways. Yeah, new filament change. Probably will fix the side issue because it works in it's flush in my Fusion 360 design, but not on here. And I don't know, should I close this more? Should I enclose it more? Actually, I kind of want to move it to the right a bit. It doesn't look even here with on this side. Move it to the right a bit, 1 or 2 millimeters, and make it a little bit smaller, I think. And I think that's okay. Alright, so we got this needs to be readjusted. This needs to be readjusted. And I think that's it for the design of this case. The reason I'm not too worried about this thing is because, again, the filament stopped halfway through. Or, 98% of the way of it being done. So there should be another 2 millimeters on this thing. But the printer didn't print it. For whatever reason. And I'm assuming it's my filament, which got clogged. And it's been clogging ever since. So I plan on changing out the filament to a different color. And it'll help me differentiate what switches are which, to be fair. And so if I have 3 of these next to each other, like, I won't confuse them because one will be, I'm guessing I'm going to put purple. Purple is going to be my 3rd color. Blue, glow in the dark, and purple. So anyways, I think that's it for right now. I'm going to head off, and I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, guys. And I'm sorry if you're watching on live streaming that my internet keeps cutting out. But it's not my fault, and I'm trying to get it fixed. So, until next time, have a nice night. Bye.